What a matchup that we've got here. When you want to talk about an all-star combination, Alessandro Del Bruno, the Godfather, taking on Shane Sabre, who over the past couple of years has been one of the fastest rising stars in Canadian pro wrestling. Bit of a shake of the hand, perhaps. A little holiday shake. Del Bruno not going for it. He and Sabre going to square off. The amount of championship gold between these two guys is unbelievable. Del Bruno in Alpha 1 wrestling, which I know fairly well. A Grand Slam champion. Shane Sabre, multiple-time tag team champion. And of course, not too long ago, he had an incredible matchup with Davey Boy Smith Jr. that really showed his mat wrestling ability, and he's going to need that here as Del Bruno locks him over, modified Indian deathlock. Sabre, nice pull of the heel to reverse, tries to capture the foot of Del Bruno, and he'll slide away. With Alessandro Del Bruno, you got to watch those educated feet. One from Milan, the other from Juventus. I know he'll appreciate that one anyway. Drop down from Del Bruno, rolls away. Nice wrist lock over the top, pins it down to the mat. Look at the torque he's got on the wrist. Back into the mat, torquing the elbow. Sabre will roll out of it. Takes control of the wrist of Del Bruno. Arm wringer into a wrist lock, nicely done. And the pressure from Sabre working him through. Roll through from Del Bruno, hip up back to his feet, and now the series. Watch him go. Del Bruno, backflip out of it. And rolls right back through. Sabre, nice single leg trip.
Come on, ref!
Stepped outside and tossed him, and I don't think the Godfather was too appreciative of that one. Referee Brad Myers, and what a job he does. So let's get it back going. Collar and elbow tie-up. Side headlock from Shane Sabre. And when you wanted a holiday matchup, this is a Christmas present for any wrestling fan right here with these two. Del Bruno fires off shoulder block from Sabre. Cover. Oh, look at the slide out from Del Bruno and the standing moonsault to the back. Count of one. That's all he'll get. Sabre out quickly. But oh, the athleticism of Alessandro Del Bruno. He's had it from the first time I ever saw him. I've had the pleasure of calling many a Del Bruno match as he lays in the knife edge chop off the ropes. Tackle from Shane Sabre. Del Bruno kicks away. Up and over the top goes Sabre. Leapfrog from Del Bruno. Pushed back to the rope. Sabre ducks down. Cartwheel out of the way from Del Bruno. Go behind. Waist lock. Sabre swings. Misses. Del Bruno pushes him to the ropes. Del Bruno ducked too early. Sabre popped him up, but Del Bruno didn't let himself get caught for long. Flipped him over with that Hurricane Rana. Out to the apron goes Del Bruno. Oh, that shotgun-like apron kick. Del Bruno standing on the apron.
You're done, Sabre.
Moonsault to the floor. Caught. Sabre hoists him. Oh, tornado DDT almost into a modified face buster into that apron of the ring. I mean, that is where wood meets steel.
Keep it in the ring. What?
That was innovative from Del Bruno. He didn't go all the way through with a DDT and fall to his own back. He just kind of guided Sabre into it. Del Bruno, wheelbarrow. Trying to slide his way through. Sabre from behind, rolled him up schoolboy style. Del Bruno got out of that. Sabre takes the arm, looking to scissor it. Oh, now look at this. Sabre gets a hold of that wrist and now rolls through. Now look at the way Sabre's torquing this. He's got his legs separating the arm, scissoring the arm of Del Bruno, essentially isolating it and then using his own clasp grip to pull on the elbow. Oh, that is pulling your arm in a way that nature did not intend. Del Bruno very resilient. Oh, forearm shot to the jawline. Sabre charges in, pops him into the corner. Shoulder block, make it 3, 4 as Sabre fires him in.
Keep it in the center, Sabre. Let's go. Back to the center.
Of course, you can never count out Del Bruno. Talked about Sabre's accomplishments earlier in the incredible match that he had with Davey Boy Smith Jr. Del Bruno has gone up against and defeated a who's who in professional wrestling.
Sabre, you back it up. You keep it in the center.
As Sabre fires in those lariats in the corner. Knife edge chop, and that drops Del Bruno. Count of 1, 2, and out the back door he goes. Del Bruno has main evented against some of the best in the world. Guys like All Ego Ethan Page, the walking weapon Josh Alexander. Up to the shoulders, goes Sabre. Pardon me, goes Del Bruno. He gets down, push Sabre into the ropes. Del Bruno flips up. Caught him downstairs with a kick. Pops him up. Del Bruno up and over the top. Sabre read it coming. Del Bruno able to get out the backside. Big neck breaker. He nailed him. Count of 2. And that's all he'll get. Again, the athleticism of Alessandro Del Bruno coming into play out the back door, and then he climbed the ladder to be able to get that leaping neck breaker. And with the distance and the velocity of that coming down, Shane Sabre is rocked. Back to the corner. Sabre pushes him off. Del Bruno says, forget that, I'm going to throw the boots.
Hey, watch the hair. 1.
Sabre down in the corner.
2. Out of the corner, back.
Oh, Del Bruno gets him up only to kick him right to the midsection. Del Bruno charges. Lariat lands. Sabre right down to the seat.
I think so.
Del Bruno taking his time, and that allowed Sabre an opening to get the chop in. And another. Del Bruno to the midsection again, just drops Sabre. Those kicks, the power on them that he can get in a short distance. Go behind, rear waist lock. Reversal from Sabre. Off the ropes. Del Bruno drops, rolls back. Sabre again, caught him. Tilt-a-whirl power slam of sorts, and a basement drop kick. Sabre brings Del Bruno up to the shoulders. He's got him captured. Almost a kryptonite crunch. Count of 2. And that's a kick out there. Sabre, instead of going Samoan drop, twisted Del Bruno down to the side. Well, I've seen him use that before as a neck breaker, but that time he brought him almost like going way back in the books, Nova's kryptonite crunch, holding the head to the side. Up and over the top goes Del Bruno. Moonsault, and that one was the Pele kick. And he leveled him with it. You see Sabre slow to get to his feet. Handspring perhaps from Del Bruno. Sabre tried to get him. Del Bruno, again, unbelievable with the feet. Look at the dexterity and how he was able to reach back, kick down the hand. Oh, Sabre says, bring it. That might be the wrong guy to tell to bring it. Oh, Del Bruno with those unbelievable kicks. Oh, Sabre caught the leg. Backs him up. Del Bruno blocked. Open hand strike. Looks like a palm strike, and now Buonanotte perhaps.
You're done, Buonanotte.
Yep, you got it. Trying to bring him up. Sabre's got to fight his way out of it. Del Bruno still has the pump handle. Sabre able to step through. Oh, big right forearm from Shane Sabre. Del Bruno answers back with one of his own. Del Bruno again. Rocked by Sabre. Sabre rocked by Del Bruno. These two just back and forth. And now Sabre reining in with the rights. Hammering over the top. He's landing those right at the point of the jaw. And there's those feet again from Del Bruno. Just as Sabre thought he was in complete control, out of nowhere, the kick comes up from Del Bruno. You gotta watch those feet every moment you're in the ring with Del Bruno, and now they're nose to nose. Sabre caught him. Oh, that pull-in DDT! Spear! Sabre! Count of 2! And a kick up from Del no!
Two! Only two! Shoulder was up! Only two! Two!
Oh, only two! How in the world did Del Bruno get out of that? That short arm, that ripcord DDT, which set up the spear. How many people have we seen put that away before from Shane Sabre? Del Bruno pulling himself up in the corner. You knew this was going to be a war. But my goodness gracious, I can't believe the back and forth here. I thought Sabre had him. Right forearm to the jawline. Back Sabre up. Oh, did you hear the sound of that one? Sabre pops Del Bruno up to his shoulders. To the middle of the ring. What's he got in mind here? Del Bruno trying to slide out of it. Almost looked like Sabre going for one-winged angel. Del Bruno able to spiral down. Wheelbarrow cutter. How did he do that? How did he turn his body to be able to make that happen? Count him 2 and it's still not over.
Only two! Shoulder was up! Only two! Come on! Only two, Del Bruno!
What do these two have to do? Sabre's got to be out of it. Sabre thought he had him. To the middle of the ring, it really looked like Shane Sabre was going to attempt one-winged angel. And instead, Del Bruno tornadoes himself out of it, lands perfectly to set up his wheelbarrow cutter.
5!
Count is up to 5 on both men.
6!
Now to 6, and Del Bruno pops back to his feet. He has so much in the tank. You just can't yes, Alessandro Del Bruno. Sabre able to get out of the way initially. Up and pop-up powerbomb. Count of 1, 2, get he? No! He just couldn't get the feet over the shoulders of Alessandro Del Bruno. It gave him just a slight exit, and he was able to take it. He hit that pop-up powerbomb with all kinds of power to it. I mean, the velocity coming down, you saw the way Del Bruno went into the air, and all one motion from Shane Sabre, pop him up and pull him down. Now sitting Del Bruno on that top rope. What's Shane Sabre got in mind here? Samoan drop from the top rope? No. Del Bruno counters, pulls that head down. Oh, there's that punt. Straight up the middle. And that'll rock Sabre in the corner. Del Bruno charges. Boots him to the face. Now sitting Sabre to the top rope.
You're dead.
Sabre down over the top. Del Bruno pulls him through. Buonanotte. Count 1, 2. No! He doesn't have him. Shane Sabre just kicked out of Buonanotte. Did you see how Alessandro Del Bruno did that? He pulled Shane Sabre off the top rope with the arm trapped. Pump handle, Buonanotte. All one motion.
Good riddance, Sabre.
I mean, there is no wasted motion at all in this match.
Yep.
Sabre down, here comes the punt. No. He was looking for that golden goal.
Hold on a sec.
And now he's caught. Sabre has the boot. Up and over the top. Del Bruno twists out of it. Sabre charges. How did Del Bruno get that kick off? Spins into the ropes. And Sabre turns him inside out. Sabre again. With him up. Del Bruno lands on his feet. Spinning back kick lands. Del Bruno falls into the cover. This has got to be all. Sabre out the backside. Sweeps him over. And he got him. Shane Sabre! Are you kidding me?
Shane Sabre!
Sabre looked done. The spinning back kick. Del Bruno fell into the cover. Sabre crucifix him, rolls him over, and Shane Sabre picks up the victory. Well, it's going to be a Merry Christmas in the Great White North. Shane Sabre gets the win over Alessandro Del Bruno. What a match! And there you see victorious Shane Sabre.